Hello, and welcome all. Come join me as I dive deep into the mystery and challenge myself to uncover the truth. Did India's government really tame a notorious dacoit to save ancient ruins? In the heart of India, a fascinating tale of crime, history, and politics is waiting to be explored. It's a story of a notorious dacoit, a bandit who wreaked havoc on ancient ruins, and the Indian government's bold attempt to tame him. But before we dive into the meat of the story, let's set the stage for this extraordinary tale. Bandits and dacoits have long plagued India's countryside, but one notorious outlaw stood out from the rest. With a trail of destruction and theft, he made a beeline for India's most precious ancient ruins. The government, tasked with preserving these historical sites, found themselves in a precarious situation. The ancient ruins, a testament to India's rich cultural heritage, were under threat from this merciless dacoit. The situation was dire, and the government knew it had to act fast. As the dacoit's notoriety grew, so did the challenges faced by the government in containing him. The ancient ruins, some of which dated back thousands of years, were not just mere relics of the past. They held significant historical and cultural value, providing a window into India's glorious past. The government, aware of the dacoit's intentions, knew that it had to adopt an unconventional strategy to safeguard these treasures. But what could they do? The dacoit was a seasoned criminal, well-versed in evading law enforcement and exploiting the vast rural landscape. As the situation spiraled out of control, the government faced mounting pressure to take drastic measures. The very existence of these ancient ruins hung in the balance, and the government knew it had to act soon. But could they really tame a notorious dacoit? And if so, at what cost? The clock was ticking, and the fate of India's cultural heritage hung precariously in the balance. Let's take a step back and delve deeper into the history of this notorious dacoit. Born into a poor family, he was forced to take to a life of crime at a young age. As he grew older, his exploits became more daring, and his notoriety spread far and wide. The ancient ruins, with their rich tapestry of history, proved too great a temptation for the dacoit. He saw an opportunity to amass wealth and power, and he wasn't about to let the government stand in his way. The government, desperate to find a solution, tried negotiating with the dacoit. They offered him amnesty in exchange for his cooperation, but he refused to budge. The dacoit knew his power and wasn't about to relinquish it. The government, realizing that diplomacy wasn't an option, decided to adopt a more confrontational approach. But this too proved unsuccessful, as the dacoit's followers were numerous and well-armed. As the stalemate continued, the ancient ruins remained under threat. The government, aware of the gravity of the situation, knew it had to think outside the box. And that's when they hit upon an extraordinary plan to tame the dacoit and turn him into an unlikely ally. The turning point came when the government decided to take a radical approach. Instead of trying to capture or kill the dacoit, they would try to tame him, to turn him into an ally in their quest to preserve the ancient ruins. It was a bold move, one that could either result in unprecedented success or catastrophic failure. The government's plan was set in motion, and the results were nothing short of astonishing. The dacoit, once a sworn enemy of the state, began to work hand in hand with the authorities to preserve the very sites he once sought to destroy. It was a moment of redemption, one that would change the course of history. In summary, the Indian government's daring plan to tame a notorious dacoit and save ancient ruins is a testament to the power of unconventional thinking. The outcome, a remarkable success, not only preserved India's cultural heritage, but also provided a new lease of life for the dacoit. So, what do you think about this extraordinary tale? Did the Indian government really tame a notorious dacoit to save ancient ruins? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out my next one on the fascinating history of ancient India.